Have you heard of the term seller concessions? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, and it can get a little bit confusing, but let's talk about it. In simple terms, seller concessions is money that the seller is crediting to you to use towards your closing costs. So you can look at it as the seller, in a way, is paying you to buy their home. Now, that doesn't mean that that money comes to your pocket at closing, but it does mean that it can be used towards your closing costs to help lower the amount of money you need towards closing, or even get yourself a lower interest rate. Now, how are seller concessions decided? It depends program to program, and it depends on how much money you're putting down, but it's typically a percentage based on the purchase price and can vary. So, for example, if you are in a conventional loan and you're putting the minimum percent down, you can ask for up to 3% in seller concessions. So that would be 3% of the purchase price. Now, seller concessions are not a guarantee. There's no guarantee that if you submit an offer and ask for seller concessions, that you'll 100% get those. You still want to make sure that you're submitting a very strong and competitive offer to make sure that you're going to have a chance to get it accepted. But why it's an important thing for you is because you can use those to lower the amount of money that you need to bring to closing and or lower your interest rate. In this housing market, seller concessions are becoming more and more popular again, and that's why it is as important now as it has ever been that you work with a lender and an agent who understand these things, but also who work together closely every step of the way to make sure that you are in the strongest possible position when submitting an offer, but also in the absolute best position when it comes to your affordability in that new home purchase.